Hi, Anastasia. It's so nice to have you on the show. How are you doing today?
Hi, Elisha. I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing fine as well. Beautiful. And like I mentioned earlier, thank you for honoring the invite. It means a whole lot. Thank you so very much. And Anastasia, I am quite excited to have you on the show for some reasons. All right. Firstly, my interest in knowledge seeking. Because I believe in order
Mm-hmm.
to transition from a chaotic situation to that of a beautiful one, it takes the application of knowledge, quality information. And you see, Anastasia, ever since I discovered that light in the Hebrew also means knowledge and darkness means
Yes.
ignorance, I've been so keen to knowledge seeking because I do not want to remain in the dark. So that would make our conversation today so important to me and even to the audience. Okay, now the second reason is for the sake of the audience now. I believe there are some things that Anastasia knows that some of my audience needs to hear you say this stuff, directly from your mouth in order for them to get unstuck and experience transformation. I firmly believe that. And lastly, that is me again. I am convinced that I'm definitely going to learn one or two things from your story, insights, and experiences. So, for that reason, Anastasia, let's get started with your introduction and talk to us about your journey, how you got here, your experiences. And afterwards, I've gotten some beautiful questions for you. Okay, Anastasia, over to you.
Okay, well, thank you, Elisha, for having me. Yeah, so my spiritual kind of transformation started in March 2019 when I found out first that I had some cysts in my breast. So when somebody finds about that something is wrong in their body or something is there that shouldn't be there, that's when I started to question myself, my lifestyle, my workplace, my friends as well, the friends that I'm surrounded with. And to be honest, I only understand everything I went through now, all the challenges. So for those who don't know, I had 4 cysts in my breasts, in both of them. So 2 in one, 2 in other one. Then in 2022, I was suffering from severe sciatica pain. And then earlier this year, I discovered that some people from the past, including some of my past lives, did some black magic on me, and to me, to my future, to my success, to my love life, and to my health. Obviously, everything is a cause and effect, right? So maybe there are some things that I did in my earlier lives, before all these things, that caused me to experience this on my own skin. Maybe I did this to others, So what I didn't knew at the beginning, I didn't knew that we as human beings, we are just souls that are experiencing life on earth. And we are such amazing beings of light, and we have amazing superpowers. That's why we come to earth, to know how to manipulate these energies, right? So we come to earth to learn. This is the most important lesson that we need to understand. And everyone that is going through hardship, they lost somebody or they are not happy with their life, they need to understand that something that they are not doing is manipulating the energy that they are surrounded with. So I'm just going to give you an example. Everything that we are given in this life, to experience. This is what we choose. The reason being, we choose that experience in order to awaken a part of our gift, of our light, and our superpowers to help us to navigate the past, to navigate the past, to heal the past, and with this, to help others. Because everything is interconnected, right? Our thoughts, our words, everything we do every single day, everything is interconnected, right? So when we come on Earth, this is, by the way, everyone who is living on Earth, they've been on other planets already. They experienced life on other planets already. So Earth is the most difficult place for souls to reincarnate. That's for everyone to remember. This is the most difficult place to reincarnate and to live. The reason being because life on Earth is very difficult. We as humans, we tend to tap into negative energies first, right? When something bad is happening, we say, oh, that is happening to me, that is happening in the world, because that's easier. Instead, we could do the reverse thing. Okay, this is happening. What are my gifts that I'm not using to fix the situation? And this is a bit of a long introduction, but I just want everyone to understand. We come on Earth to know how to manipulate energies in order to accomplish our mission, our soul mission, on a different planet, right? So let's say when we go to bed, we think that we go to sleep, but our soul doesn't sleep. Our soul is working. And I know some of my clients, I know that when they go to bed, when they fall asleep, they have such a deep sleep because their soul is working in a different dimension. And you can try to wake them up, but you won't be able to, because their soul is already working in a different dimension. So I hope this helps. If you want to ask me any questions, I'm here for that.
Yeah, beautiful. You mentioned some things that really caught my attention so bad. That part where you said that when you discovered the cyst and you started questioning some people, you started questioning, okay, your lifestyle, asking yourself questions, the kind of people you move with. And I feel like that's a very, very important step to take. And that's a great discovery. Many folks find themselves in some terrible situation and it wouldn't even occur to them. Maybe it is the lifestyle that caused it, or the people they're moving with that caused it, or some certain thing that influenced it. You questioning this situation now, I believe it's from the standpoint of trying to get solution to the problem. And that's amazing. And the part where you mentioned that we are actually souls, spirit, just having a human experience, that's a great discovery. Because when I discovered that stuff too, oh man, the way I view humans now became a change. I tell you, that was a great discovery. Okay, so I have some questions here. All right. Now, can you talk to us on how the struggles, the challenges that you face now? How did you overcome the breast cyst and the struggles? How did you conquer it? Can you talk to us about that?
Yes. So so with breast cysts, so I started to fast every Monday for probably over 4 years now. So since on 4th of May 2020, I remember that date. 4th of May 2020, I started to fast every Monday. So I stopped eating on Sunday evening, and then my next meal is on Tuesday morning, right? So during this time, I drink water, I drink herbal teas, I don't eat, and I pray and I meditate and I monitor my energies. That was first thing. The second thing was I was doing pole fitness at the time, and because my body recovered so it took my body to recover so long, and I watched a documentary about how world athletes, they start a plant-based diet, and then they have a faster body recovery, and they have faster results during the competitions. So I went completely plant-based. Obviously, I was eating some processed plant-based meals, right? Because I wasn't aware that I have to read ingredients, that some ingredients, they are bad, sugar is very bad. At the time, I was still taking sugar. I stopped taking sugar for the past 2 years now. 2 or 3 years, 3 years, yeah. And I changed my job because my job was very stressful. I was working in hospitality at the time. My job was super stressful. And, taking all these things away from our life, we have to analyze first of all, what caused us to go through, to have an unwanted thing in our body, right? An unwanted pain. It can be very lonely because at the time I didn't knew that there are spiritual teachers, the spiritual mentors that I could turn to. I discovered my life mentor, my first life mentor in 2021, at the beginning of 2021, and I did a very interesting course with her, how to connect to my feminine energy. And, during a month, we would have a strict menu, purely plant-based, raw plant-based. We would have some tasks to do daily, how to monitor our thoughts, how to monitor the way we talk. And let's say if there's a negative situation at work, you have to monitor the way you react. You have to react in a positive way. Find positivity in everything, and how to turn, because as I said earlier, the energy can only be transformed, right? That's what we learn to do when we come on earth. And there are many, many other things I try. I did hypnosis, I did hypnotherapy, to find the root cause of the cysts, which were leading to one of my past lives. The same thing I did hypnotherapy with my sciatic pain and with the spells. So all these things, first of all, you have to stop and ask yourself, is this something that was caused by me, by my soul, right? You have to kind of disconnect. You have to kind of, take yourself from the situation and look at it as a mirror, right? So look at it as a mirror and question what caused me this situation. If this is my own doing, then then I can heal it, because our body is the most amazing machine in the world. If we give it the right environment, it can heal itself from anything, even cancer. It literally regenerates within a year. All the organs, all the bones, the skin, every single thing in our body regenerates within a year. So you have to remember that, and everyone has to remember that. Once you start to have a clean and fresh diet, right? Obviously, you have to know where to buy the fresh food. It can't be pesticides with pesticides. If it's with pesticides, you need to wash it with bicarbonate of soda, and you need to soak the veggies and the fruits in the water with that solution, because then it takes all the dirt from them. Especially strawberries, and other different type of fruits. So my journey, was a bit long, but to be honest, I think looking now where I am now, and looking back, I am very grateful that I went through all these experiences, because otherwise I wouldn't be aware of my superpowers to heal myself. And by the way, everyone can heal themselves, only if they want to. And then with sciatic pain, right? So sciatica pain, everything that has to do with lower back pain, is a typical effect of everyone who is born on the 4th, 22nd, 13th, and 31st, when they work too much and they get paid less for the work that they input, right? So then they will start to have back pain, sciatic pain. Our body is signaling to us, you need to stop. There's something that you're doing that is wrong. And our body is amazing. As I said earlier, it's the most amazing machine in the world. And it signals you. You need to stop doing something that is causing me this pain. So we have to, when somebody is having pain, right? Is having a headache, you need to stop and ask yourself, is this a reoccurring situation? When this is reoccurring, what am I doing that this is causing me the pain? With spells, it's from my personal experience, it's once you start to heal yourself, right? All the negative things that you carry from your past lives, because when we reincarnate on Earth, it's not that only our DNA we take in this life. We take everything that we went through past lives with us. So our body is going to tell me, okay, you haven't done this. This is from your past life. And this is noticeable when doctors won't be able to find the root cause of the issue, right? So my sciatic pain, doctors couldn't find anything there, right? It wasn't a slip disc. It wasn't anything. Doctors couldn't find it. The same with spells. I had a severe headache. I had days in my life when I would be waking up and I would have this specific headache, and my whole day will be ruined because it was like a chain, It started with a headache, then I couldn't see, then I couldn't talk, then I couldn't understand what other people are saying. Then I would have my hands and my tongue numb. And so this is what I started to notice. And then when you start to notice these things, you have to find a specialist who can help you to heal all these things, if you want to heal them.
Got that. You've actually
I
come a
hope this
long
helps.
way. Yeah. You've actually come a long way, I tell you. You've got a very inspiring story. And the fact that you came out of
Thank you.
all of those things, it's really amazing. And thank you for bringing it to our notice that the human body is capable of healing itself. That's amazing. Okay, Anastasia, to bring this to an end, what would you like to leave the audience with, like a final thought? And to those ones who would like to reach out to you, learn more about what you do, maybe you said some things that resonated with them and they would love to learn more. How can that be possible?
Yeah, so I want everyone to know that they are being of light. They are a supernatural being of light. They're filled with light. Everyone has their inner light with them, and because of some limiting beliefs that others put on us, that light is dimmed, right? That light is getting covered with things. So you have to uncover your light. You have to shine your light every single day. You need to find a button in your body. When you press on it, the light in your soul, your soul's light and your body light starts to shine even brighter. So that's one of the protective things that we can do to ourselves every single day. And if anybody is going through situations that they can't find answers to, they can contact me on LinkedIn, or they can contact me on email or on my mobile. And I will explain them the situation from 360 degrees, because I don't only look, when I analyze something, I don't only look at this point or this point. I went through this and I know how things work. So I hope this helps. And
Yeah,
thank you for having me again.
beautiful, beautiful. We are all beacon of light. I got that. Okay, so that's going to be the end of the show. Anastasia, thank you for coming and thank you for sharing your story and those inspiring and powerful words with us. Thank you so very much.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.